Today we're going to do a little bit different video. We're actually going to be doing one on the truck because we're still waiting on parts for the four-wheeler and some of the other things. So today's video is going to be on what would happen if you throw your key fob out the window while you're driving. Since this doesn't have an actual physical key, we just get these key fobs. And we're going to see what happens because I've been actually very curious to know what happens. We're going to do a little cold start on the 6.7. Let it warm up here for a minute. Cold. Alright, let's let her warm up for a bit. Alright, so what we're going to do, so that you guys know that both keys, there's no key in the truck. I put both keys on the lanyard with all my other keys, and I'm going to toss this entire thing out to Morgan so that there's no keys in the truck. I only have 2 keys for it. So we're going to go out, back truck on the road, I'm going to put it in gear, and then I'm going to toss the keys out because as far as I know, if the keys aren't in the truck, it won't physically let you put it in the gear. Might get stranded, so be interesting. I'm gonna try to put it in gear with without the keys, but like, so I'm gonna set the keys in the ground right here, and just it won't let me turn anything on because it says no key detected. So we're gonna see if we bring the keys in here and see if it'll let me put it in gear once I give the keys to Morgan. Give the keys to Morgan. We're gonna see if it'll let me put it in gear. I'm almost positive it won't. No, as soon as I touch the brake, it says no key detected, and it's locked. So, yeah, it won't let me put it in gear. So we'll have to do this. Keys in here. It's still locked. They're not lets me put it in gear. Essentially, this is what would happen if you were to throw your keys out the window. I'm not going to throw my keys because key fobs are expensive. So we're going to do it this way. Plus, I don't want to have to go back and search for them if I get stranded. Alright. So we're in gear. And then we're going to take the keys, both fobs, and we're going to give them to Morgan. And we're going to see what happens. See how far we can make it. See if it gives anything on the dash. It already says no key detected. So it'll actually warn you when the key's not detected, apparently. But I'm surprised that it's not, in a way, stopping me, but yet I'm not because it's almost a safety thing. But it popped up and I cleared it and it's not popping back up again, which is kind of interesting. So we're going to keep driving and we're going to drive down to, not Quick Trip, Fleet Farm, and we're gonna see if it'll let me put it in gear after I put it in park. I'm thinking once I put it in park that it'll just be like, nope, no key detected, and then I'm gonna get stranded there. So the one thing I don't understand is some of these people, when they see videos of it where they get like stranded like 4 hours from home because they forgot their key fob at home. But the part I don't understand is how they were able to even move in the first place without the key, because like I said, my truck won't physically let me put it in gear without the key in the truck. So I don't understand unless some vehicles are just different. Maybe in like the earlier stages when they first came out with the key fobs, that was an issue. But apparently you can give somebody your keys after you have it in gear and you can just drive. So my question is, what's going to happen? Say you now were to drive. Say your keys were on the dash, right? For some reason, odd reason, you would put your keys on the dash and you windows down, take a corner really fast, your keys slide out the window. It would tell you on the dash, I would think, mine did at least. But if you kept driving, for some reason you didn't see it or whatever, and you kept driving, this is essentially what's going to happen. Or if you got a kid that decides to just whip your keys out the window, you know, got a devil child or something, and just decides, fuck you, Dad, chuck him out the window. So we're gonna see what happens. We're just about the Fleet Farm. We only live a couple miles away, so we're gonna see what happens. I'm actually genuinely curious because I always wondered this. I'm surprised it's letting me drive this far. Here's, and it's not giving me any more messages. It gave me the one at first, and it has not popped up one since, which I think is kind of funny. You know, it's actually a little bit weird. I'm surprised it hasn't popped up more and been like, hey, there's no key. happens. Now I'm thinking it's gonna lock the column again and it's not gonna let me continue to drive. So as far as I know, as long as you don't put the truck in park or shut it off, I'm not gonna do anything because nothing's popping up, nothing's locking. But this is where it's gonna get interesting. No way. What? I can't believe it lets me put it back in gear. So we're sitting here, foot's off the brake, right? See? Not on the brake. Ground's kind of blurry. It's in park. Push the brake back in. It lets me put it in gear. I thought for sure it would lock the column. That's super interesting. So what happens if you were to like get out? You know, see now, I'm assuming it's gonna say no key detected. You know, say I already get out, close the door. See, now it's telling me there's no key. Yep, now it's locked. So basically, you can keep driving, you can put it in park, but the moment you open your door, you're stranded. So now I'm stuck here. And see, the column is physically locked. My foot's on the brake, and the column is locked now. So now I'm gonna have to call Morgan. So we're gonna give Morgan a call, have her bring my keys down. I'm honestly really surprised that it worked that way. All right, you're gonna have to bring the keys.
Okay.
All right, see you in a minute.
Okay.
Yep, bye. Yeah, I just think it's kind of funny. So basically, as long as you don't get out of the vehicle, it'll let you put it in park and get back in. But as soon as somebody gets out, it like resets something and it tells you no key detected. And now it's, like I said, locked. So it's kind of interesting. It just popped up again when I hit the brake. No key detected. So and Morgan's here. Yeah, so the weird part is when I stopped, I could put it in park and take off again and put it back in drive. But as soon as I got out of the truck and opened the door, it honked at me and said no key detected and it won't let me put it back in gear. So as long as you don't get out of the truck, you can get back, or you can just stop, put it in park, but as soon as somebody gets out, it like resets and locks. But yeah, definitely interesting. So we're gonna boogie back home. Now I got the keys, and it should tell me keys detected and should be able to just drive home. So now the keys, obviously left in my pocket, but keys are here again. Column's unlocked. So that's what happens if someone were to throw your key fob out the window. It'll tell you no to keep detected, but it'll let you keep driving as long as you don't get out of the truck, or if somebody else gets out of the truck, make sure you have it in gear. It should work, which we could actually try that when we get home. So I just take my keys out, set them out on like Morgan's truck, and then have her get in. We'll drive around the block, come back, and have her get out and see if maybe what it'll do once she gets out, as long as I leave it in gear. We'll try that. All right, so we're gonna try another thing because I'm curious. So I'm gonna give you my keys again, and I'm gonna have you just set them like on your truck, and then I'm gonna have you hop in with me. And then we're just gonna drive around the block. So it doesn't tell me no key detected, which is kind of funny. So I wonder if she gets in. Now it tells me no key detected. So we're gonna try this. I'm just gonna drive around the block. See, it tells me no key detected, but it still lets me change gears. As long as I don't put it in park, it doesn't like lock park from what I can tell. So we're just gonna drive around the block and I'm gonna have Morgan get out and I'm gonna see if I can just take off again. We're going around the block, just coming back home. No key detected, never popped up again. So we're gonna have Morgan hop out and I wanna see if it'll even tell me, which I'm assuming it will. But I should be able to just take right off. And see, it honks, but I can just take right off. gonna turn around. We're gonna put it in park this time. We're gonna have Morgan open the door, and then see, it'll detect it just like if a driver were to get out if it was in park, which I'm assuming it will. But it's kind of interesting that as long as you don't put it in park, you're fine, or shut the truck off, because otherwise it won't restart, because it'll just tell you no key detected. I'm assuming. We'll try it. Open one of the doors and just reclose it. So now that it's in park, oh, close it. You can just close it. And it says no key detected. And it locks. So that's interesting. So now I'm curious. So you were to say to shut the truck off, go in somewhere. Can you even restart it? You cannot. As long as you don't put the truck in park, you should be fine. So essentially, you probably could just set the e-brake with it in neutral. We're gonna try that actually. We're gonna try that real quick. We might be able to just set the e-brake in neutral, get out, and leave the truck run. Okay, so now, put it in, yeah, my tires hit it low, but it's fine. So now the truck's in reverse. We're gonna get Morgan the keys again. We're gonna back out and we're gonna try this. Oops. Here's our driveway's at a pretty good slope. Don't really want my truck to roll away. I don't know if my e-brake actually works. I never tried it. It should, because the truck's, you know, obviously got 40,000 miles on it. Put it in gear. Alright, we're gonna click it in neutral, and then we're gonna set the parking brake. So the truck, yeah, the truck won't roll. Now we should be able to just get out. It's gonna tell you transmission's not in park. That's the honk for the no key. You should be able to just get in. It's gonna honk. Brake, release the parking brake, and you can take off. Okay, that's cool. If this ever does happen to you, do not put your truck in park and do not shut it off. Just put it in neutral, lock the parking brake, leave it run, and you should get home. So that does work. So long as you put it in neutral and lock the parking brake, you can take off. Park is the only gear that'll lock you and physically have to keep you in. Good information, I guess. More you know. Definitely not what I expected, but there you have it. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. The next one's gonna be, I don't know if it's a good idea, but it's an idea. And it's something that I've been really curious on trying, but I'm not gonna explain it until you guys see the next one. So we'll catch you guys later. Peace.